Yes, guys, it's a mug coming through some more of the Sun Moon Show. This episode's called The New Sun and Moon Origins. Okay, I'm not sure why they're referring to, like, Nova and Frost as the new Sun and Moon. Like, as if, like, Sun Moon got replaced or something. Like, why not just say Nova Frost? Like, here. Do they just have different, title makers? Because, like, it says here, Day in the Life of Nova Frost. Nova Frost's Dark Secret. The News and Moon, like, why? Looks like they forgot the name of, like, even it says in, like, the thumbnail, Nova Frost. I don't get it. Okay. Why is everyone mad?
See, we saved like $10 on delivery. I mean,
Really?
to carry out, whatever.
Yeah.
Take out.
Yeah.
You know you can do that more often, right? You can just go and get the food.
Yeah, like a grocery
Dude, you
store or
good?
something.
Hey, Jack.
Hi. Sorry. We're just in the middle of trying to get Jack down from the thing.
Now.
I don't even know why you're up there, man. He wishes to perch like a cat. Because the cats like to perch up there.
Correct.
They shouldn't be doing that in the first place. I mean...
Something tells me that Jack is a sheep. I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean, like, in a funny way. Because, like, you know, like how, people refer to, like, people when they follow as sheep? I feel like that's Jack, but it's with the cats. Oh, you know what's also funny? I think I did see this, like, one TikTok or this one video. Like, a while ago. Where, like, a cat was, like, hopping like a bunny because it grew up with two bunnies. And, like, I saw this, like, one other, like, video where a dog was able to, like, jump on top of a fridge. And, like, the owner saying that he was raised by cats or something. Because, yeah. You know.
You should take example from them, Jack.
Jack, why are you being influenced by animals?
As they're funny.
Okay.
Good point.
Well, so to answer your question, if I'm good, I think I have the information. I think I have some pretty interesting information, and also potentially who made Nova.
What? Is that what you were doing the entire time I was driving?
Did you think I was just not gonna keep working on this in every given moment?
I was talking to you the entire time. You were not listening at all.
I mean, I was and wasn't.
You're a horrible passenger, by the way. Just saying, move.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so William Afton's alive.
What?
He's also 20.
What?
What?
That doesn't make...
Yeah, that makes no sense. Actually, no, never mind. That does make sense. That does make sense now. Because if we're going backwards here, that means that Vanessa was the original killer, right? Because, like I said, like, they say, like, everything is backwards. Like, the Glimmermarks came first. And guess who was the killer at the time? Vanessa / Vanny. So, and then, like, in the 80s, in the original timeline, actually, technically, it was, the toys. Technically, the toys were no, I don't know, but, yeah, in the 80s, there was the, originals as well, so, and then William Afton was the killer in the normal timeline, but in this timeline, since everything's backwards, Vanessa's the killer, like, the original killer.
Making any sense. He's supposed to be like 80 years old by now or something, ain't he?
Henry, Emily, and, Edwin, whatever. They're also, like, in their 20s.
Edwin Murray.
Yep.
What?
They're in their 20s.
And I looked.
How?
Vanessa's 65.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew it.
Maybe I should have done a bit more digging around this place. No wonder I couldn't find him, actually. Afton. No wonder I couldn't find him. He didn't exist, or he's not as popular as he used to be. In our dimension, anyways.
I mean, That's just the 4 I'm able to find right now.
Why are you looking up those 4?
Well,
I'm
all
looking it
things...
up because they're the usual suspects for this crap.
Yeah.
Yes. Going based off the logic of our dimension, if everything went backwards, I assumed that the original animatronics here would have been made by William and Henry.
That means the original animatronics weren't made by them. That means they were made by someone else.
Vanessa.
Yep. I haven't been able to figure that out yet. That's a lot of
I
scrounging through
doubt
Fast
it's
Furious
Vanessa.
history.
Could be, though.
It could.
Yeah.
But,
I don't think she picked up a bachelor's in mechanics or whatever.
Well, okay, if this thing is backwards, then maybe. Except, actually, I don't know.
I don't have a lot of info on her. All I know is that she's 65.
That's
Okay. It could be worse.
Could, but if we're going off the logic of whoever created Nova Frost is the one giving them these orders from time to time,
Ooh,
then it
yeah.
can't be either one of those 3.
Huh?
Ooh,
It
maybe.
can't be William, Henry, or Edwin.
They're too young. They couldn't have been there to make him.
Yeah. Let me think. Who could have been, though? Also, if everything is also backwards. Okay, if everything's backwards in this, then where's this place Gregory and Cassie? Or, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. If everything's backwards here, would this mean that the kid that would be coming in the pizzeria or whatever would be Evan Afton, and the one who got taken by Searchbeak, possibly, if she does exist, or whoever, it would have been Cassie, right? But then again, who would have been the other one? Because, okay, so Gregory could have been like the crime child. Cassie would be Elizabeth Afton in this one. Then who would be the Michael Afton in this universe? Yeah, that's one we haven't figured out yet.
Them.
And what? We said
Unless Michael Afton is just their sibling.
30? No. Yeah, 40 years ago would have been around the time they were made.
Then that means that somebody else made them.
Yeah.
And we don't know
I mean,
who it is.
40 years ago, Vanessa would have been in her 20s.
Right at
Yeah.
a young age, could have made the animatronics, but that doesn't mean that she did.
It doesn't mean that you didn't know.
Vanessa, okay, look, Vanessa, as far as I'm aware, usually turned into Vanny, but that was it. They turned into like a murderous psycho bunny or
And that's
whatever.
because of Glitch Trap or whatever.
But I don't know if that
Yeah.
means
But then again, if Vanessa's still alive, then what?
Vanessa here did that.
I mean, if William did
Oh,
become
good point.
Springtrap, then there wouldn't be that virus. Glitch Trap
But then again, I don't know.
wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that means we don't have 4 different iterations of Springtrap. Lord, man.
Deal with that.
But, yeah,
Good point.
I honestly looked more into William, Edwin, and Henry than anybody else. William and
Well, who else
Henry
could
are
it be?
both in college at MIT.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe we should get our degrees.
I don't need that garbage.
Uh,
It's a piece of paper that just
easy.
says you know how to do the stuff. I have proof of
Good
reference.
point.
Well, yeah, the businesses aren't looking for that. They're looking for dedication. Like if you spent 4 years getting a degree or whatever, you know.
Well, bite me. We're our own business runners. And from what I can
Okay.
tell about Edwin, it seems like he's also in college, but he's not at MIT. I can't tell which college he's at.
See that
Okay.
slick stuff?
Well, that's something.
Well, that doesn't matter. They still couldn't do it, but who built Nova Frost then?
I don't. I mean, the best person.
I mean, could have been Sven if he exists in this universe. Maybe. Then again, no. Who would Probably made like the puppet and Golden Freddy or something. Or Fredbear and Spring Bonnie then. Okay, that's something else we need to figure out then. But who would have been the equivalent of Sven? Huh. Who would have been the equivalent? If not Sven himself.
My God, is Vanny right now?
Vanessa.
Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. They're different.
You know what I mean. Yeah, Vanessa's the best person I have right now. But they're 65, and that's all I can find on them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have a location. I don't have anything if they're in a old folks' home at this point, or anything about residency.
Yeah, I highly doubt
What
that
about the
one.
kids?
What?
What kids?
The kids
Yeah!
that died.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Like I said, if we're going backwards, those women that, like, Rory could have been the crying child, or Evan Afton, or whatever you want to call him. And then, like, Cassie would have been taking Elizabeth Afton's place. Right? But then again, who would have been Michael? I mean, unless, like, Michael's already, like, associated with him. Oh, got a nice phrase just posted. Cool.
What are their
Oh,
names?
right. Fritz, Cassidy,
You mean the first victims?
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Those guys.
Oh.
if everything went backwards, then
Are
they would
still
be,
alive?
yeah, they'd be probably somewhere in their 40s, because they died.
What about the children of Afton? Michael, Elizabeth, and Chris. I don't think that he's called Chris. I don't care what his name is. The youngest.
I think sometimes he's Evan.
No, wait, hold on. Isn't like Evan like a little bit older? I'm pretty sure Evan's like the middle child, I think.
It depends on which dimension. I think it's Chris in this one, though.
I think.
Maybe.
Regardless, did they come before App? Is one of them his dad? Or like, this is getting weird now.
Realistically, I'd assume it'd be Michael. He was the oldest.
Right.
Okay, but then again, if everything went backwards, would that mean that Michael's the youngest? And Evan's the oldest? Or something? Or, I don't know.
So now we have more people to look up to than whoever made Nova Frost.
Oh, that's so much harder.
Oh,
And we have no idea which one it is, because sometimes there's commonalities between dimensions, but in this one, everything's reversed.
And I don't have any proof. I don't even know who started Fazbear.
Wouldn't Chris be the prime suspect?
I mean, hypothetically.
I mean, actually, okay, so if William Afton technically was the one that started Fazbear, wouldn't this mean that Vanessa started it?
I don't have any reference
If he
on
was the
anything he
youngest.
could have been. He's dead in almost every dimension.
Yeah. Is he dead here?
I
Probably.
don't know.
Maybe.
I had to spend time looking through morgue records.
Who's William Afton's dad? Or mom? This whole thing is confusing. So dimensions
Exactly!
confusing. Does a family tree go in reverse somehow?
I mean,
Oh, that's a good
I'd
point.
assume that Chris, Michael, and Elizabeth are all still related.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe.
Whether they're siblings or not's a different story.
Different universe, different rules. Perhaps it would do well if we investigated more into who made Fazbear originally.
Well, wouldn't it have been Fredbear's at the beginning?
Yeah, it was called Fredbear's originally.
How does that
Or
work?
did that go reverse too?
Wait,
Oh.
how does that work here?
Are we gonna be rebranded Fredbear's at some point?
No, because, wait,
I'm not doing that.
Spring Bonnie. How did that work? Bonnie doesn't exist until the 3rd generation.
I don't think there's
Oh,
even
good
spring
point.
anything, man.
They wouldn't exist yet. Oh, God, is there...
Wait, there is a clone of Bonnie, so wouldn't that technically mean that Bonnie exists?
Their last version of animatronics, the Springlocks?
Oh God, no.
And at least maybe they'll avoid the things like, crushing your bones or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Then yeah, what would have been like the quote unquote Springlocks one of this one? If okay, so yeah, like I said, if we're going in reverse. But technically all the events like stay the same. Kind of like at the same time. Kinda. Or like in order. Okay, so does this mean that someone used like a fabric suit instead of a Springlock suit? I mean, I don't think I would ever want to hop in a Springlock suit. I mean, I know there's plus people like saying that they've hopped in a Springlock suit in real life, but no. I don't think anyone would want to ever go inside a Springlock suit, like, without regretting it, like, as soon as it hits them. Because, like, whenever you get into, like, a Springlock suit, oh, you have to be so careful, because one wrong move, and you're dead. That's pretty much how it works. Like, you'll start bleeding out. You know? It's like, that is, like, horrible.
No, that's the end goal. They want to die.
Are we gonna be Brand of Fredbear's?
That's actually a pretty solid possibility, I guess.
Following the logic that everything is reversed, it is a possibility.
Oh god.
Not a great one. I hate the name Fredbear's.
We'd go from
Why?
Freddy Fazbear's Family Diner to Fredbear's Family Diner.
Should we keep an eye on Afton?
Which one?
William. The guy was a murderer, a child killer.
Yeah.
He's in college right now. Just stands to reason
I know there's
eventually.
also theories that he killed his own wife. If he ever had one. Mrs. Afton.
He maybe turned violent.
There's a chance. I mean, he's in his second year at MIT.
Just cause we know what he does in other places doesn't mean he'll do it here.
Him and Henry have won a couple of prizes at some
Oh,
local
wow.
competitions.
That's cool.
But that's really the only thing
Lex?
to note.
It was a car crash.
What was?
A car crash that made William afraid of death and made him test with other methods. But this is when he had children of Elizabeth, Chris, and Michael.
Oh, wait.
Right.
How does Moulton know this? That's the question. How does he know any of this? There's quite a few theories of, like, why Afton wanted to become immortal, or why he started, like, killing children. You know, or setting up animatronics to kill children. I mean, who doesn't want to become immortal? That's the question. But thing is, though, is that the theories go, like, his, like, wife died, giving birth to, like, one of their kids or something? Or, like, died in a car crash, or someone killed her or something. You know? Yeah. But, and then, like, I think if, like, something we could, like, gain from, like the Afton, like, thing or whatever that was, made by Theory Display. I mean, I know it's not really linked to, like, it's not really confirmed lore, but I think it's, like, a little series, like, a theoretical series. In a way. Where it says, like, on Afton's, like, blueprint, says, like, soul equals live forever or something. And, yeah, but he could have come with, like, any other soul. Not, like, a kid's soul. I mean, probably because they have a lot of, like, youth and energy, so maybe, but I don't know. This whole thing is confusing now.
Jeez. Didn't the car crash just kill his wife or something?
Yeah.
No, his wife was alive.
Isn't it implied that, like, she later went off a mountain?
I don't know, man.
What?
I thought she was Ballora.
Hard to keep track of any of the crap.
Okay, well, that's a theory. Moon. Saying that Ballora is Afton's wife is a theory, okay? That's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. But, yeah, that's, all a theory. I mean, I have a little theory myself, actually, about sister location characters. So, my theory is, like, if Elizabeth Afton said that baby was made for her, and Ballora was supposedly made to represent William Afton's wife. And this could mean that Bonbon was represented the crime child, and Funtime Freddy could have represented Afton, and like Funtime Foxy could have represented Michael Afton. So yeah. And then, like, Ennard is, like, a representation of them all being together. You get what I'm saying with that one? I think that's like, been, like, my biggest theory of all time in my whole entire FNAF knowledge. You know?
We're in a whole different place, so it's all getting thrown out the window anyways.
I mean, we do have reference that Fazbear in this dimension has still had child deaths on their hands.
Never figured out who it was. Oh my god, it's not...
Probably
We don't
Vanessa.
know
Find out
who,
who
we don't
it
know
was.
what, we don't know when.
I shall look.
But you don't need to look.
I already found the answers.
Oh?
What?
The first child deaths appear at the exact same times in the timeline from 1985 and 1983.
I'm pretty sure it's 1983, dude.
I thought it was 87.
Those persisted.
I thought it was 83 and 87.
Yeah, it was 83 and 87. Yeah.
And 87.
Okay.
I am still looking through the timelines.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So, what would have been the thing before? Right? I don't know. Come on. Come on. I hate stupid internet sometimes. There we go. Never mind. God, the internet sucks. Ever since that storm, the Wi-Fi's just been out of whack. Remember that storm I told you guys about a few weeks ago? Yeah, I think it's still having an effect on us. Oops. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So, wait.
So that doesn't. So did Chris still die or did it?
We don't know. This whole thing's confusing.
I'm
This
still
whole
with
thing is
Gregory,
confusing me.
right?
Jack! In your infinite wisdom on the shelf,
What?
do you have any ideas?
Dead kids are bad.
Oh, come on! Come on. I hate the stupid internet. I'm leaving this in, though.
That? We knew that, Jack!
You can't judge somebody based off non-existent actions?
Huh?
If William hasn't done anything here, then we can't judge.
We can't do anything because William hasn't done anything yet either. As far as we know, the crash will never happen.
He won't have this fear of death that took over him.
Yeah, we still have dead kids regardless. And we still have no idea who Nova Frost is.
And we don't
Wait,
know
when
who
was Nova
founded
Frost?
Fazbear.
Nova Frost was like first production. Right. First production. That means he was built first almost. That means when it comes down to it, they'd be on the Fredbear timeline. They'd be the first ones.
Oh, good point! Good point. That's a good point. So Nova and Frost, they were technically the Fredbear Spring Bonnie, technically. That would explain a lot, actually.
So that means there's two people at least that we should watch out for. It was William and Henry at first, but then it means it's somebody else.
If we're going
Two
off it still
different
being an
individuals.
Afton, it's either Chris, Michael, or Elizabeth.
Then who could it be? Charlotte as the other one?
Oh,
maybe.
you know what? Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, that was Henry's kid.
Yeah,
With
but
that-
also they didn't have a second generation of kids, so.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Well, neither did they. Neither did any of Afton's kids. They died.
Yeah, Michael became
Right.
a walking, like, rotting corpse, and Elizabeth became circus baby.
Right. This is so
Wait,
confusing.
what generation is the animatronics here on?
Toys, I think.
That means the Fun Times were already made, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so that would mean the Fun Times were technically first generation. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I think they came around the same time as... Or, no, wait. No, wait. The Fun Times, I believe, were technically the first generation, I think. If I'm not mistaken, because I think it went like Fun Time Animatronics, Spring Lock Animatronics, actually no, Spring Locks and Originals, Toys, then the classics, then Phantoms, or then Springtime, and then the Rock Stars, then the Glam Rocks, I'm pretty sure. Which means after this one... Okay, so if the Glam Rocks are the first, or second generation even, or even third, this would mean that the Rock Stars would come next.
God, that's confusing.
It is.
Everything's reversed, it makes sense. You know what? For all my smarts, my head's starting to kill me.
I'm trying my best to keep up here. My head hurts just thinking about this.
Mine
Yeah, this
doesn't.
took me 2 days.
Oh, God. Okay.
You know what we should do?
What?
We need to do? We need to find the first location. There might be some information there. Yeah. Find the first location.
Monty,
What?
what do you know?
Yeah, dude.
Do we own the first location?
Nope.
Thank God.
But it's underneath another place.
Where?
Me.
What does that mean?
Wait, is it under the Pizzaplex?
Yep.
Cool, we have to go to the current generation Pizzaplex.
What? But
It's literally underneath the Pizzaplex, son. It is underneath there.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that there was the entire pizzeria underneath the Pizzaplex back in our home dimension?
no.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
gotta go back there.
So we have to go to the Pizzaplex and go under it.
Toys are the current line right now. So that's an issue, but not a big one.
Well, one, we're gonna have to go there at night, more than likely.
What, to just sneak on in?
Yeah.
Do we not look conspicuous enough for you?
Your model doesn't exist anymore. Me and Sun look
Yeah.
like Nova Frost on Beta, and Solar looks like both of us with an update.
Why don't you just
Yeah.
make the thing that I have?
Molten,
this?
do you understand how difficult it was? I'm assuming, because I didn't even make the one for you.
The illusion disc?
That's just tech you had from the creators.
Why can't you recreate it then?
Do you want me to
Oh.
pull it out of your head and dissect it?
Don't.
Help.
No.
Gonna
No.
do that.
Molten, I have
Thank
no
you.
idea. I have
Yeah.
no idea how ingrained that is in your system. If I pulled it out, you could die.
Yeah, don't.
You could ask for some help.
From who?
Yeah, from who?
I don't know, man. Anyone?
Sven.
Let's not bother the old cod, dude.
What?
He's the only
Sorry,
creator
at
that
this
doesn't
point-
hate our guts. Or anybody's guts, because he's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Also getting pretty damn old.
Okay, we could go talk to one of his kids, aka his sun and moon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good
Okay.
point.
Okay. We'll just go at night. We'll sneak on in, go underneath the pizzeria, go to the other pizzerias underneath the pizzeria, and then find stuff that we need.
There should be files, probably some leftover paperwork that says who owned the place.
We're gonna have to sneak past the toys too. Is there anything like is there anything like Monty and the others from back home? They should have a lot of security measures built in.
Or they're asleep. Hopefully they're asleep.
Hopefully, but I mean, Monty, do we want to reference security breach?
We know nothing about this dimension, dude. As far as we're aware, they're completely normal. Or they're bad. Pain.
Yeah, good
Love you.
point.
Monty
So
is
they don't-
correct.
Is they don't have a Bonnie in this dimension. Well, they do have a Bonnie now, but they didn't originally.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about how this would work.
There is a Freddy, there is a Chica, there is a Foxy, and there is a Bonnie.
Yeah, and then you and Roxanne in this dimension were one and done.
Basically,
Wait a minute. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, like, okay. Oh. Never mind. I was supposed to say. It's like if Monty is like Bonnie here, then. Yeah, but then again, Glimmer Bonnie existed. Yeah.
So, going off the logic of Fredbear's or whatever, the original
But she's not-
Fazbear's would have been
shouldn't Roxanne
Freddy.
be taking over Foxy then? I don't know.
Well, yeah, actually. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, so. Yeah, if Monty's the Bonnie, technically. Would that mean. That would technically mean that there would be a Glenrock Monty, or a Monty and a Bonnie sometime later down the timeline.
Back in the home dimension, Fredbear's was Freddy and Bonnie as Springlocks. So in this dimension,
Yeah,
was it Freddy and
Fredbear's Bonnie.
Chica? Or was it Freddy and you?
Questions. You know
Are
what?
you the Springtrap in this dimension?
Oh,
Don't
maybe.
start with that Please don't start with that Do not want to be a spring body thing.
Spring
Spring
That'd be
Gator.
really funny.
Spring Monty.
Spring Gator?
You're just covered head to toe in like flowers and stuff.
What? But
Spring Monty.
Vanessa is... Vanessa got spring locks or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe she's a giant alligator.
That is a horrifying piece of imagery.
Oh god.
What, you don't want to think about Burn Gator?
Okay, we're stopping there. If
Burn.
we,
You mean Burn Monty.
is
Scrap Gator?
is the scrap gator at the thing
Scrap
at
Monty.
the bottom of the thing?
What about the Blob?
Blob?
You know, the giant mass of wires that's you without legs, but worse.
We're gonna
And
find
big.
out when we get there, dude.
We need to know a
I'll
lot of
plan...
things. We should have done more
Tell you what,
research.
I'm gonna plan out some more stuff, alright?
How you doing
Well,
up there,
like
Jack?
what?
There's a lot of scratch marks up here.
What?
The top of this shelf is scratched.
What?
Oh no.
No.
She's gonna freak out.
How bad is it?
Did you do that, Jack?
Jack, is the paint missing?
Cats.
Not yet.
Oh my god, it's the cats. They're using it to...
Are you surprised?
I'm gonna put tape up there.
Or you can
That's
cover
not
it with aluminum foil.
That looks ugly tape.
You know, I'm gonna just like get a beer or something. I seriously need my head's hurting me. I'm gonna figure
I
it
need
out.
whiskey.
Oh well. Oh yeah, because alcohol is so gonna help with your headache. As if you aren't gonna get a bigger headache when you're done.
I'm gonna figure a day for us to go over there and do stuff.
Yeah, because... Yeah, because alcohol is going to help your headache. Okay, yeah, Clips and Pup Show did not post yet. Okay.
Anyone want anything? I could use a beverage.
Who wants shots?
Oh
I
god,
do
no.
not like needles. No, it's not.
That's... Needles? Listen, you don't like needles? Molten? I don't think animatronics can get shots, really.
It's not.
Put your hand down, Jack.
Solar, you want a shot?
This whole place is confusing as hell to me.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking shots.
Don't.
I'm just gonna go relax upstairs in my room.
Son, where are my shot glasses?
I'm right here, dude.
Oh, I didn't look.
I moved them.
Where?
Son?
You son. I would just drink out of the bottle.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, Moon, good luck! Good luck waking up in the morning. Anyways, that's it for today. So hit subscribe to the good thing. I'm gonna come and see some more. I was assuming Trash. See you guys next video. Adios.